fellow Toastmaster than gets. It was one of those days that I was prowling through a jungle with complete and majestic confidence. After all, it was my area. Nobody could have dared to face me. I am the king. Till that hapless day, I still remember. I faced fully grown leader of the pride. Scary, isn't it? Immediately, I sensed some sort of conspiracy. Last week's intelligence report of my kingdom suggested that this jungle only housed little herbivores that I can also effectively deal with. There was a conspiracy. The worst part, I was not even carrying the weapon, often used against me, that I normally hide to avoid the gross misuse by my wife. My situation was quite similar, or I would say quite different, but condition was quite similar to the gentleman out here. The marketing slides of Toastmasters, have you seen them? Clammy hands, cold sweats, no tongue, weak in knees, butterflies in the stomach, all kinds of horrible things. For him the option is everything gets okay once the subscription is being paid. For me that was not the option. I did the next best thing, went down on my knees praying for my life to the Almighty. I prayed, continuously prayed. And nothing happened for a few minutes. I got curious. Started to peek from the corner of my right eye. It was a miracle. Even the lion was sitting on his two legs and worshipping the Lord. I was surprised. I was overjoyed. I was ecstatic. My life was safe. I started jumping in joy when this beast curtailed my happiness and said, "You fool, what are you up to?" I was just calling the grace before the delicious lunch. And he lunged to devour me. My dream was over. I always wanted to be a warrior, even if it's in a dream. But it was over. I wanted to be a phoenix which can rise from the ashes. But my dreams were mostly anticlimax. Nonetheless, my dreams, my habits were an integral part of my life. I cherished them. I am certain for most of you, you have developed and nurtured such habits that you cherish, that you love, that help you fulfill your desires, isn't it? One of my good friends, who had a special focus on English language, preferred to use the suffix full instead of some to heap that little extra praise. His farewell note in his last company read, "Dear boss and colleagues, I am grateful for your awful support. It was wonderful to work in the awful company. Wish you an awful career ahead. Yours sincerely." Rest is a privacy concern. My own boss, he wanted me to add some humor in my speeches, in my presentation, because according to him, my face resembles the tragedy king of Indian cinema. It's not a joke. I improvised. I started adding some obscure humors here and there. By the time people will try to figure out what exactly this is, I'll start laughing. So they don't have too many options. They have to fall in line. Everybody used to laugh with me. That's my improvisation. Some people have a peculiar habit. They maintain the plastic on car seats as if it's a body to the soul. It's a different thing. The combination of safety, cleanliness and music that it provides cannot be described in words. Another set of people maintain the tags of the airlines on the bags even months after journey, which is a very, very useful habit, especially if you come across an old kitty party float. Have you been to Germany last year? Lufthansa, business class. The proof is right there, isn't it? It's a wonderful thing. Now, there are certain habits which are a little different. In some of the conservative families, you would have seen, females speak to their counterparts only using the words yes and okay, no other word. Word no doesn't even exist and they can do it for hours altogether. Now, do you think the condition is different in the progressive families? I've seen me and my father using only same words. We are not allowed any other word in our family. Even animals have their own unique habits. Other day, I was just throwing the ball here and there. The idea was that my cat Mo will run behind it, pick it and come back to me. And in the process, it will learn some civility of a dog. She stared back at me and asserted. The message was loud and clear. Boss, for such low-end job, better you get a dog, or even you can start running for the random things that you keep throwing here and there. Not my business. Now there are certain things which have a divine stamp. One of my good friends who used to worship his family deity every day, ardently, his aim was to get a lottery so that he can overcome all the issues of his life. When months of worship nothing happened, he got really furious and he chastised the God. What's the point of worshipping you when nothing is the result? God was also frustrated with the daily pile-up of requests. Appeared and requested, at least buy a lottery ticket so I can grant you the wish. Now some of the habits are a little difficult to achieve. I don't appreciate them. They are mere mortals and they try to ape nothing else but the divine itself without understanding the fundamentals. Rajni sir. Now it's needless to say, on a 100-meter dash, Rajni sir came first, defeating all the world champions. But did you know he was also the reason for the death of Einstein? Did you know that? I'm certain you don't know. Light came second in that race. Only exception to the theory of relativity. Performance was such that even gods exclaimed, "Oh, my Rajnikant." Now habits are an integral part of our life. And I'm certain all of you have developed some habits, relished some habits, cherished some habits, which help you achieve your dreams. They're all a well-interned part of our life. And we develop them over a period of many years. But in case you're amused by the habits of me and my friend, then you better be ready for the warrior. Over to you.